Good Monday morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Monday morning here in Central Florida, starting the day off at, oh, you know what? I forgot to check. I think it's cooler today. Yeah, it's 64 degrees right now. And not looking at any precipitation today, but maybe some more tomorrow. We had some over the weekend. Hallelujah. We sure needed that. Um, Saturday, we had a birthday brunch for my 12-year-old. And I had made some seashells decorations for her cake that were edible. Edible doesn't mean enjoyable. It was a chocolate and it was the Milties, and it was heavily colored and very, very sweet. But they looked great. And I made homemade corn tortillas, homemade flour tortillas, had some taco meat, had some scrambled eggs, some hash browns, some sausage, all the fixings for tacos because that's what she wanted. And it went over really good. I thought it was really good turnout. And I have two tables that I take camping and out to the park for events like this. Okay, one of them is a metal one that folds up really small, but it's a little bit rickety unless you got it on concrete. And I thought, why do I keep putting my Coleman camp stove on this versus that table over there that's a lot sturdier? Well, I learned why because I melted the Coleman stove into that table. I mean, I got it out, I pried it out, but it's like now we have a washboard, so when we have to do laundry by hand, um, we can do that. I was really um, surprised by that and just went thinking, and the Coleman stove, if it was by itself, more of the heat would have gone up, probably would have been, but I had the griddle on there, so a lot of the heat stays down. And lesson learned, right? Hey, learn from my stupidity so you don't have to be stupid. Table's still usable, by the way, and we're still going to use it, but just not for the camp stove. And then those tortillas went quick. I got to tell you, white corn tortillas, why don't you make them yourself? They're so much easier and there's no chemicals. 2 cups of fine ground white corn flour. You can use fine ground yellow corn flour as long as it's fine ground. Um, a teaspoon of salt, and then some water, about a cup and a half, 2 cups of water, depending where you're at. That's it. Mix it up. Let it sit for 20 minutes. It gets happy. Press them flat. Grill them on a dry griddle. Simple. The flour ones, simple too. So we increased the batch. So I think we used 4 cups of white flour, whole wheat flour. We used, I think, a teaspoon of baking powder and a half teaspoon of salt and a whole stick of butter. I've also made them with lard, and that's even better. But anyhow, we use a stick of butter. Uh, get the butter all mixed in to where it's like almost a cornmeal consistency. Roll it into a ball and let it sit for 20 minutes. Then pull off circles, about this size, and throw them in your tortilla press. And if you don't have tortilla press, I've used a couple plates for a long time. I wouldn't use glass plates. I'm just saying. Um, but we have some camping plates that work great. And I broke my tortilla press. Time for a new one. Anyhow, an awful lot of tortillas has been through that tortilla press. You can use a rolling pin too, and you can roll them out, whatever you want. So simple. I don't know why people don't use them. Sunday for the potluck, I made meatballs. I know it's kind of a simple cop out, but that's what we did. And it was Women's Appreciation Month, so all the men did the cooking and cleaning for the most part. You know that that means, don't you? The men cleaned, and then when we was gone, the women did it right. Anywho, normal day today. Tomorrow, let's see, with visiting hours and celebration of life at 10 o'clock, probably, and then at 11 o'clock is celebration of life, and then in the evening is end of the year school celebration for all the kiddos, and that's what we got going on. I think one of the girls' last tutoring session is this week, and it's a makeup session, and then we got a break for the summer. Hallelujah! And you know, we got the roof cleaned off, and my son went up there and he scrubbed it and got it clean, and it was nice and dry. And we couldn't get up there to seal it before the rain, but no rain came in, so that's good. But we do have to reseal it. So next dry weekend, we will be rolling sealant over every seam and every potential leak point. The problem with the membrane roof is it could be leaking anywhere. It just shows up wherever it finds its way in. So we found some potential areas. We found some areas where we need to redo some seams, and there you go, one step at a time. Other than that, happy Monday, y'all. Hey, do just a little bit better than you did yesterday, would you? Anybody here old enough to remember Jim Reeves? He had some good, really good, really good music, and he kind of reminds me of the old singing cowboy style, you know. But he had some good ones. Our Uncle Jim, who passed, really liked a song that he had called "Whispering Hope." It's a good one. And I've been watching some old westerns again, some of the old singing cowboys, and I tell you, if you don't know who Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, James Arnaz, John Wayne, and many more greats I can't think of, if you don't know who those folks are and didn't grow up with them, you sure did miss out. Some good stuff. Y'all have a good one now. Y'all take care.